welcome to another video. This time we're on the island of Catba, where I managed to get out and have a night herping by cruising the roads. This video documents what I found on that night. I didn't film an intro, so we're straight into the herping, and the night started fairly positively, with this Gunther's frog and this Reeves tokay gecko being the first animals I found on the road. These gave me faith that reptiles and amphibians were on the move and I might find some snakes. However, I didn't expect that I was in for such a successful night, as these next clips show. I apologise if I seem a bit overexcited, but I really was blown away by the success that you're about to witness.
Guys, I do not believe it. The first snake of the night is the top target. Protobothropsmucrosquamatus, the brown-spotted pitviper. I cannot believe I've just seen this on the road. I got off the moped, and to be honest, I thought this was maybe one of the Boega species. Maybe it was a big fowlier even. I'm speechless. This is amazing. This is the first member of the Protobothrops genus I've ever seen in Asia. And it's a beautiful one. It looks almost like a skinny, lengthened calloselasma. It's got the dorsal line. I have to be very, very careful. Of course, this is a really dangerous snake, a viper. And it is, as you can see, really alert. Oh, I am shaking. What a find. I'm going to try and get some pictures of this snake. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And then I'll try and get a little bit of footage for you. I've got this snake off the road. It's just got it sitting on this stick for a second, so I thought I'd just show a bit about this snake. I do not want to take a lot of its time because it is a special snake, this one, but just a little bit about it. I called it the brown-spotted pitviper in that first clip, but you'll also called the Taiwan habu is a common name I saw. And I did see records for it on this island, on this road in particular, and I thought this might be my best chance, but to be honest, you never think you're going to find your top target. That's really special. This snake, it lives in mountainside. It is associated with mountains, but you do also find it in farmland, which obviously by definition is more flatlands, so it is quite variable in that sense. I can't comment on the venom. I would imagine a very strong hemotoxic venom, certainly not something to get bitten by, and certainly not on a Vietnamese island like this. These snakes get bigger than this, but this is an adult. I don't know if this is a male or female. I would guess a female. They'll eat quite a varied diet. I've read that these eat birds, frogs, lizards, everything, and I've seen a video of one eating a bat. They eat bats as well, and there's plenty of those flying around. But because this is sitting so nicely, I'm going to grab my pictures and I'm going to get this thing back. Well guys, I am delighted with the encounter I've had with this snake. I could waffle on about it for ages, but when you find snakes as special as this in your target species, it's really easy to get caught up and take too long with them. And because I'm delighted with the pictures I've got with this snake, obviously they're not the best. I'm no great photographer, but just to encounter this snake is privilege enough, let alone get some good pictures of it. So I'm just going to make sure this thing cruises off upwards into the leaf litter. This is the side it was going. And then we'll let her be. It's an amazing snake. It's very, very, you can see the arboreal nature of Protobothrops. If you were to compare this snake to, for instance, Ovophis genus, which is a stark opposite. That Ovophis we found in Chiang Mai, it was actually a shorter snake and it was 4 or 5 times the thickness because it's a terrestrial snake, whereas this thing, very much arboreal, even longer and slenderer than Trimerosaurus, I would say, but much more cryptic in nature for terrestrial backgrounds such as leaf litter, as you can see, whereas obviously Trimerosaurus are green because they live higher in the canopy and in that foliage. Let's get this amazing snake back now. What a privilege. There it goes, guys. My first ever, and possibly even my last, you never know. Protobothropsmucrosquamatus, the brown-spotted pitviper. Fantastic, successful encounter. We've probably taken no more than 10 minutes with this snake in total, from the time we found it on the road, doing these clips and the photos, and now we've released it. That is what I love to do. That is why we play the game right there.
These pictures aren't the best, but they can at least show you the snake in a bit more detail than the torchlight footage does. I hadn't really come prepared for photography because I just had a backpack while on the moped, so these shots will have to do me for now. After that it was back to road cruising, and once again it didn't take long before we had a stroke of luck.
I don't believe it. Second snake on the road. Second alive brown-spotted pitviper. That's amazing. I knew this would be my best chance on this road, but I didn't think I'd be tripping over him. Wow, I'm not even gonna... Well, yeah, I'm literally just gonna take this one off the road because cars are passing me. It's not that quiet of a road, and it would absolutely break my heart to see one of these killed. So I'm literally just gonna pop this one off the road. But wow, I feel like I should just get him straight on, but also I feel like I should get some footage of him because they can't be that commonly filmed snakes. They can't be that commonly seen. Maybe I'm overhyping this, because so far they are the most common snake I've found on catba. And I have found no other snake. I've just run into 2 of these and I have not been out for long at all. So that's pretty amazing to me, I'm not gonna lie. I have friends that I spent a lot of their life herping and out in the field, specifically in Asia as well. And some of them haven't seen this snake. I am just so lucky. You've just got to really enjoy moments like this because they come along so rarely. So many times we're really struggling and we're like, what are we doing wrong? And then other days like, well, nights like this, you can't go wrong. You're tripping over your target snakes. Oh, that is special. This one's pretty much off the road now, doing that telescoping thing. That last one was doing that, lifting their heads up off the road. I suspect it's slightly in response to the head torchlight, but they are a very arboreal snake, as you can tell by the body. Yeah, I'm going to stop going on about him and just leave this one be, but at least now he's off the road and he's safe and sound. I really hope I don't find any squash ones.
It wasn't just snakes on the road. The slightly higher temperatures on this particular day had done me a favour at this colder time of year, and activity in general seemed fairly high.
Guys, I promise I am not making this up. I've just got off the moped for a 3rd protobothropsmucrosquamatus. I cannot actually believe that I've had 3. Now the first one was definitely a different snake, although this 3rd one might be the same as the second one. I'm in a similar area. I can't remember how far up I came. I'm on another pass. But these things need to get off the roads because they're going to get squashed. I can't believe how many I'm just encountering. It's like I'm misidentifying them for a common species or something. Now this snake has turned around. I'm not sure. Last time it was going off the road this way if it was the same snake. This time it was heading the other way. But I don't really think this is the same snake. I think I am just gonna pop it on the other side of the road if I can. I never know what to really do. I don't think this is the same snake. If you're going to get 2 protobothrops in the same night, you may as well get 3. So I'm actually going to take this snake and just pop it on the other side of the road, and hopefully it will go the way that it was going. I'm not going to take pictures again. Is that going to come back out onto the road now? I'm just going to watch this one for a second and make sure he actually goes on his way. I can't believe how abundant these are. If that is a 3rd snake in one night, that's ridiculous. Clearly I've overestimated the rarity of these things. Well, because I was still watching this snake, it's sort of hunkered down and curled up in a ball for a sec, and I just thought it's an a chance to show just how cryptic they really are. That is fantastic camouflage down in there. I actually don't know if you'll see it, not because of the camouflage, because of the bad filming, but because I can't see it. I'm not going to get my phone any closer, but that's a good example of the cryptic nature of this species. We're going to leave this one. It's a few feet off the road now, and we're just going to hope that one stays off there. I really do not want to find a dead one of these. That'd spoil what has been a fantastic night.
I've included this picture from an individual I found elsewhere in Vietnam to show an in situ example of one of these vipers sat in ambush, although it's thought they will actively seek out prey to an extent as well as adopting these ambush positions.
This moped is running like a bag of bones. Hope it doesn't cut out while I'm herping. Guys, we've got a krait on the road. This is bungarusmulticinctus, the many-banded krait. It's a new species for me. A lot of Lycaon species look similar, but this is not one to mistake. You would not want to buy it from this snake. Highly neurotoxic venom, being a member of that bungarus genus. Oh, see it just bite the hook. Wow, I need to put the phone down for a second and not mess around here. Yeah, when kraits are small like this one's 1.5 foot long, they are just so flicky, so bouncy, and so quick to bite. This one is already striking around just because it's disturbed.
While I usually prefer more natural pictures, I set off for some quick photos of this krait while on the road, as I got a quiet break between the cars and it was much safer for both me and the snake to just grab these shots where it was, then move it off the road for safety. But I've included them to give a clearer view, as these kraits rarely stay still, so it's rare to get a clear view.
Well, I'm just doing a little bit of walking up a path to some caves that I checked out today with Beth, which will no doubt be closed now, but I thought this path on the walk up with all these rock crevices looked quite good for a walk. This would be a really cool place to find a snake. I've never found a snake in a cave in my life, so it would be nice if we got one here, but I don't think we're going to. There's plenty of good snake food around, but I haven't found the snakes that feed on them yet.
This catba leopard gecko was a great surprise, and not something I was targeting, but I had seen a few records, and I was grateful to encounter this one amongst the boulders. This species is endemic to Catba and a few of the surrounding islands, and capped off what had been a very successful night herping. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please consider subscribing. Many thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.